大家好，我是青兰。那上一集已经找回了森林营地这边所有的余烬，今天就继续前进。
Once again, Ember could feel eyes watching.
那只红色的啦，一直在他附近转来转去。
Ember approached the forlorn, but felt it was different. They said, I know what I need to do. I don't want to be helped. Ember could not help. Not all problems were puzzles to be solved.
那只在下面，他怎么过去的
Ember uncovered a journal entry. Dusk brings the longest shadows. The lanthorn comforts me. Soft melodies from home. The wild things listen. Yellow eyes in graying trees.
哦，是个电梯啊。啊，这里就是十字路口。之前好像有一个余烬有提到什么十字路口的。
Do you know where we are? I've been walking forever, lost in the marsh. The two travelers were talking quietly. Yeah, I got so lost in the marsh, you know? Why go anywhere else if it's safe here? Yeah, never having to worry again. The birds scare me though.
一只鸟。
The guard squawked. Stand back, don't come any closer. The guard was protecting a path down between the rocks. Nothing down there but sadness and turning forlorn. Go see the Forest King. He'll set you straight. The Forest King showed me the way. You'll see there's no need to keep going. He'll make a bird of you.
啊，
Go get your feathers.
把你变成鸟，听起来怎么像个邪教啊？是在这里吗？
The guard joked. Another scrawny ember from the forest. And with a bag looking all nicely and shiny.
超棒、超闪亮的包包。
Both guards started looking at Ember with a deathly stare. The guard leered. The Forest King would like you, little scruff. Yes, come a little closer. Let us see what's in that bag.
不要再觊觎他的包包了啦！
We guard the door to the Forest King. Oh yes, we decide who gets to see the king. The Forest King will want to see you. Yes, yes, come this way.
《森林王座》
Feeling of foreboding overcame Ember.
哦，好大只哦！天哪，有点惊悚哎
Ember。was terrified but tried not to show it. The giant bird spoke softly. Another little Ember. Speak, little one. Do not fear. The bird is a friend. Ember wanted to feel safe. Oh, little Ember. Birds won't hurt you. Birds will take another under our wing. Stay safe in the nest, you'll never turn forlorn. Ember was still afraid. Is it the night that scares you, little one?
啊，变白天了。
See, night is gone. Day is here. Birds will make the world less frightening. It wasn't only the night that frightened Ember. The bird grew frustrated. Do not become like other embers, trying and failing and turning forlorn. Birds will protect you from false hope. The Forest King spoke so gently to Ember. Perhaps they could rest here for a while. It was hard to know what else to say. Clever little Ember. You will stay. You will not turn forlorn. Search for hope no more.
别再寻找希望。
Now take this feather.
拿到一根红色羽毛。
Feather means Ember is one of us now. Birds keep little ones safe. Birds should never leave the nest.
不是啊，翅膀长硬了，不是就该离巢了吗？
The guards seem pleased. Clever Scruff sticking with us. I can hold that bag for you.
可以不要再关注包包了吗？
Leave them alone. They're one of us now. Yeah, one of us. And we all shares bags and things.
OK， 所以仔细看呐、这些鸟，它们的肚子上其实是有一个洞，然后里面有一对眼睛。这个只是装扮而已吧。原本在萤火旁的人都不见了。
The guard squawked. Stand back. Don't come any closer. Nothing down there but sadness and turning forlorn. Go see the Forest King. He'll set you straight.
去见过了。
Got your first feather, I see. Best prove yourself, Scruff. Stand watch here. Promise you won't let anyone pass.
你看他走路，就是扛着那个装扮走的感觉。
Ember didn't like deceiving the birds. But what choice did they have? They couldn't rest in that place forever.
来到了一个新的地方，这边应该有2个箱子。
Hidden away was a scrap of journal. There are memories here, bound in rock. I hear their voices echo in the ancient stone. I find footprints by the cinders, a makeshift camp.
东沼泽，前面那个红色的，他应该就是一开始划船划过头那一位吧？他为什么要一直在附近晃来晃去？
Ember hurried away from the birds. The mist hung close to Ember, hiding them. The Forest King seemed frightened, the birds cruel. Ember would rather risk turning forlorn than become like them. Ahead there would be others to help, and maybe a way to move on.
这边还有一个箱子。
Ember found a scrap of journal. I heard them coming. The snap of a twig, a flutter of birds. A figure dashing through the undergrowth. Another like me? The travelers seem distressed. I'm sure it's fine. They'll be okay. But it's been a while since... It's my fault. traveler whispered quietly, "No matter where I go, I always end up here. No matter where I go, always here."
地图
It looked like a map, but pieces were missing.
这应该是我刚刚进来的地方吧。
The piece formed a new route. Hidden inside was the Wanderer's journal. Another face at last. A catcher of fish resting by a pond. We work together, silk and tar and aching fingers. My boat floats once more, though I almost wish to stay. It was the same place as before. But how?
看起来跟刚刚那个地方很
In the
像。
haze, they said, "You're just like me now, going round and round and round and never escaping."
鬼打墙了。不一样哎。
An eerie scene, like a moment frozen in time.
啊，有个箱子。
Inside was a secret diary entry. Pink, orange, red, brown, leaves gently dancing to the ground. Crunch, crackle, lovely sound, fall into a giant mound.
我怎么觉得英文跟翻译好像不太一样？算了，我英文也没有很好。跑掉了。现在把新的一块放上去。
Gradually, more of the map was revealed.
左下角那一个应该就是现在这一块地图的所在地。
A section of bridge had somehow been ripped from its foundations.
果然看起来虽然很像，但其实是不一样的。
It was like the map had been broken on purpose.
左边有一个箱子，过不去。庄严尽
The
头，
mist revealed a secret place. Was it hidden on purpose?
哦，这边有一个雕像。刚刚那个人
The stranger spoke. You know, part of me didn't want to be found. I said some things I shouldn't have, and now I'm lost, and it's too late.
旋律洞窟。
The skeleton looked peaceful. Held tightly in its hand was a red feather.
哦，怎么好像遇见了未来的自己？灯角，这应该是重要道具吧？
The statue spoke, just as it once moved the hearts of the forlorn. The instrument you now hold has the power to move the world around you, another before you took great effort to hide it deep within this riddle. The lanthorn began to glow.
“哇，蛮方便的哎。”
A lost message was inside. The mist is thick. One way blurs into another. Where do I end? Where does the world begin? I cannot see far enough to tell. Ember found a secret note from the Wanderer. Something beckons. This place is not home. I trace the map in my head, recite the older myths. I have to move on.
左边上面还有一个箱子，可是不知道要怎么上去。
There was one last place to reach on the map.
刚刚那个还有一个箱子的地方啊，它这块板左边还有一个算小小的路吗？啊，果然在这里。
Ember found a lost message. The smell of hot broth and hearty stew wafts across the swamp. By the cook's pot I meet another. They are on their own path, but we promise to meet again.
所以这个应该也会有咯。有。
Inside was a scrap of journal. In the orchard, I meet the stranger from the cook's fire. A stranger no longer. Together we fill their satchel, food and memories for the road ahead.
现在应该只剩最上面没有去过。
The Wanderer's Diary. An ancient throne sits empty. No one remains to guide or protect, but we do not mind. My companion shelters with me now. We cannot help those left behind.
猪沼泽
Ember felt a great relief to be out of the mist.
整个楼梯被搬走。喂
Ember didn't mind getting muddy. The slide was such fun.
整个扑街，哇，好脏哦！然后现在整个正面是泥巴。
A sleeping pig. Trotters in the air. They looked happy. The plant looked like it could take a hand off, and it was in Ember's way.
嗯，
The fruit was giving off a sickly sweet smell.
嗯，他就这样吃掉了。哎，我
Ember
靠，
chuckled. The dangerous plant was no match for a hungry piggy.
好凶残的猪啊！浅滩，哇，这边的箱子应该蛮多的。
A hideous odor filled the air.
恶臭， 他又扑了。
And suddenly, the reason was obvious.
天哪，好大只啊！
The pig inhaled a giant snort of air. Wait, what's that delicious smell? Ember shuffled nervously. Other embers fed me treats, but then stopped. You feed me now.
傻眼。这边有一个箱子。诶，这样拿得到吗？
Ember found the Wanderer's diary. We stop by the warmth of another campfire. The guardian spirit provokes us, asks what we hope to resolve. I do not understand the question. My companion is silent.
红色那只又在上面。
As the pig chewed, a light grew in its belly.
天哪！
Fruity, fresh, but tastes a lot like mud.
他还嫌弃耶。
But what I want is something with more crunch.
酥脆。
The pig would eat anything. Ember just needed to find more. It was junk. Maybe the pig would eat some junk.
OK 哦。
Ember uncovered a journal entry. Snorty piggy, simple piggy, so easily teased with fruit. They are no help until they are fed. A few grow fat, wobbling on their trotters. And with each thing it ate, the light grew even brighter.
它感觉要炸掉了。
Surprising, a little sparky, but tingly in belly. But what I want is something with more crunch.
盖勒瑟呢？
Perhaps if Ember could satisfy the pig, they might be more helpful. The skull was disgusting. Perhaps the pig would like it.
是说上面有个萤火。
Ember came upon another campfire lost in the wilderness. It looked long cold, but ready to be lit.
看起来一样是有7个小毯子。先回去喂猪好了。他那个快要炸掉的肚子。
This was the last thing Ember could find to offer. Crunchy, embery, not much meat, bit too bony. But what I want is, the pig's stomach made an almighty sound. Ember chuckled with relief at the large creature they had been so afraid of.
他就这样滚走了， 还好啦，我还以为它会炸掉嘞。这边有2个箱子。
Hidden away was a scrap of journal. Hands encircled around the evening fire, merry lanthorn tunes, singing out the promises of old. Will home be as we remember?
他睡得很爽欸。远大期待。
The stranger had come so very far.
上不去。应该要先让他下来了。It was such a long way down. A resolve stirred within the stranger. Just a few more steps. It can't be much further. Ah, 这边就是刚刚进来的地方。
Ember found a scrap of journal. The lanthorn wards off ghosts and fear, It shapes the world as we wish it. I urge my companion to rest, but still they stare into the fire.
该不会还要再找3个青蛙的雕像吧？
Through the mist, Ember could feel they were being watched.
在对面。雕像是不是自己转向了？哦。小柴心。
The stranger puzzled over their journey. Some steps felt effortless. Some steps seemed impossible.
原来那个洞是会吹风的啊！
Again and again they returned to the past. Twisted by unseen. Gratefully, the stranger said, "Friend, thank you. We all help each other along the path." Gratefully, the stranger said, "Friend, thank you. We all help each other along the path."
这边没东西。
The stranger said excitedly, "I've not heard a lanthorn play in a long time. Magical sound a lanthorn makes. Your whole body moves. Let me tell you, I plays a good lanthorn." The orchard gate was locked
果
and
园，
needed a key.
现在没钥匙。其实应该不用下来。被自己挡住。
Hidden inside was the wanderer's journal. Our feet are weary, the hours long. There will be much to do when we arrive. I tell my companion of those waiting at home. They do not seem to know what to say. 'Inside was a secret diary entry. The satchel is almost bare, our supplies exhausted. The taste of a good meal is not easily forgotten, but it slipped my mind to thank the cook.
这边应该只剩果园，现在还没办法进去。
The ghost spoke. Hope has returned to a forlorn. I will warm them until they choose to move on. Ember looked to the ghost for answers. This is the Hollow Marsh.
空洞沼泽，
Here hope was consumed before it could flourish. You must not lose hope, or you too will turn forlorn. Ember thought of those they loved, those they'd left behind. The forest king watches the doors. The campfire will light the way. Find those who are lost. Bring embers to the fire. Travel wisely. Return if you have lost your way.
又是秘密通道，青蛙都是秘密通道。排列组合。
The stranger knew they had to move on. The path behind was forever closed.
Hmm? 最上面的要怎么上去？左上的应该要先。
They tried so hard to see it all. To leave now seemed unbearable. The stranger stared past Ember. I'm almost ready. Let me sit a little longer. I will catch up. I promise.
嗯，这边这块就这样。 哦，还有一个。
A lost message was inside. Our music crafts our path, bridging over any we pass. My companion's hand clutches mine. We dart like fireflies through the swamp.
现在应该往哪儿呢？
The pig had vanished, but something moved beneath the surface.
看起来有点可怕。哦
In a muddy pond, Ember thought the pig looked a lot less imposing. The pig shouted joyously. The water feels so good on the skin. Join me, morsel. The pig seemed happy, but Ember wasn't getting too close. Why do I consume whatever people put in front of me? I need some true nourishment, but there's none left here. But so much cooler in this muddy pond, I can finally think. Thank you, morsel.
他现在缩在那个桥的中间。
Ember thought about the pig. Fed to bursting by others, but without nourishment. Who had the pig been before? Cheerily, the stranger said. Don't say much, little friend, do you? Remind me of one of those golem statues. Stood there, mouth open. I like you.
嗯，这干嘛？原来是个机关。我想说，怎么一直少一个箱子？前面有一只猪。哎呀，哼，还好水果不会破。来哟来哟！
Ember watched as the helpful piggy cleared the path.
再看一次还是觉得很凶残。
Ember found a secret note from the Wanderer. A memory lapse at the edge of my dreams. A time before the water, someone I wish to stay for. We must hurry home.
他改睡在这里。脸又脏了，不过它其实过一段时间就会变干净。废墟道路。
The stranger couldn't take on more. The time to grow had passed. 那怎么过去啊？哦，可以直接移动。 The stranger stretched their limbs. Perhaps it is not too late after all.
.要再去滑一次。
Ember found a lost message. To see hope fade in those you care for. The harder I squeeze, the quicker it slips away.
哦，跷跷板。隐蔽处。
The pot had turned cold. The fire had died.
陷入沉思。
Nothing the cook made felt good enough.
所以这边这个是厨师吗？
Endlessly stirring the same tasteless pot. Couldn't focus, sleepwalking through the days. Aimed inwards was a swirl of thoughts. In the eye of the storm, a fragile flicker. They wanted to serve. The praise of others was hollow. The cook felt numb and hurt all at once.
原来是海龟。
The cook spoke softly. Oh, hello, little one. I didn't see you. I must have lost myself for a moment. It's supposed to be my new soup recipe, but it's not ready. It's not done. A wonderful smell wafted towards Ember. You look starving, poor thing. Have a little taste, but it's not right yet. It was the most beautiful thing Ember had ever tasted. I know. It's got no flavor, nothing special. Ember wished the cook would believe them. Oh, I'd forgotten how good it feels feeding folk. But it's not ready. There's no need to pretend just to make me feel better. The cook stirred their soup, looking at Ember, looking at the pot, staring, thinking. Soon, maybe. Oh, I used to love this. Just want to be good at it. But it feels like I'm making the same things over and over. Nothing has flavor. I'm stuck. If you know what you want, I can try. But I really need some better ingredients. Something from the orchard could have worked, if it was still standing.
哦，所以那个果园是他的哦。
Oh. The cook struggled to hold back their emotions. Pigs have gotten in me orchard. Planted every sapling I did. All me hard work ruined. Take the key and have a look yourself.
哦，钥匙就在他这儿。
I can't bear to. See if anything is left, but I promise you, there won't be.
都被猪给破坏了。
Inside was a scrap of journal. Less and less grows here. I dare not go in the caves alone. The spiders whisper. Their cobwebs glitter. I am not sure I am ready.
为何？它是不是有一个顺序呀？啊，乌龟、青蛙、青蛙、乌龟、青蛙、青蛙、乌龟、青蛙、青蛙、乌龟。 应该是从这边开始。晦涩不明。
The stranger was afraid. They couldn't see what lay ahead. Ember saw their own fear reflected in the stranger. The darkness hungered for them all. The little Ember spoke hesitantly. How do you continue, never knowing if we'll reach the end? The Wanderer's Diary. Frogs play at the feet of fallen statues. Simple, splashy, happy little hoppers. They seem content in the home they've made.
现在是找到几个人啊？好像才5个，才5个。先去果园看看吧。
The orchard gate was locked and needed a key. Ember placed the key in the lock and slowly began to turn it.
垂死的果园，听起来好惨啊。
The cook was right. The pigs had destroyed everything. The pig was stuffed to bursting, having filled up on fruit in the orchard.
哦，这边有一只。诶，这边有猪。
pig devoured the fruit with careless abandon.
是说为什么猪有穿衣服啊？谁帮他们穿的？青蛙又来了。
The frog seemed nervous, but also relieved to see Ember. They told Ember that the birds had let all the pigs into the orchard, and that the pigs had eaten everything, all whilst the birds watched and laughed. Except one precious thing the frog had managed to keep safe. The frog offered the lotus seeds to Ember.
莲子
They pleaded for Ember to take the lotus seeds to their old friend the cook,
厨师他朋友
as the frog knew how important good ingredients were in hard times. Ember found the wanderer's diary. The earth resists my wishes. The lanthorn will not answer when I blow. I must be rid of it. I hide the wretched instrument deep in a riddle.
直线道路
The stranger closed their eyes and let the fog overwhelm them. Soft, gentle fog, it held them like a vice.
啊，它只有一面是实心的。The mist could not be pushed, would not be fanned away. The stranger spoke. The fog didn't choose me, it just was. I hope it never closes on you, friend. 这边应该还有一个箱子。哦，雕像在这里，箱子在前面。
Ember uncovered a journal entry. I dock my boat at the final harbour. Soft drips drip dripping over slick black rock. Something hisses from the dark.
它不能固定欸。 只好找人来帮忙了。不是找人，找猪。喂，猪也滑下去了。啊！可是他把水果吃掉了。来哟！哎哎哎，又睡了。他睡在滚轮上面。哇，看起来小复杂。
The stranger couldn't face themselves. They'd never meant any harm.
只要吹熄一个就重来，回避，谨慎前进。
The stranger couldn't face themselves.
哎。
Just hurt to be outshone.
这个需要想一下哎。
Easier just to turn aside. The stranger searched Ember's face. Is there hope for me, do you think? Will I make it?
这样应该都找齐了吧？再回去萤火那边。哎，不对，先去找厨师好了。
Hello there. I can't believe... Where did you... I've never cooked with lotus seeds before. Ember felt happy seeing the cook suddenly so full of purpose. What a lovely surprise. What a lovely surprise. Please try some. It's not much, but there's plenty to go around. Help yourself. Be well, little one, and do remember me if you are ever hungry.
拿了一个比他脸还要大的碗，满满一碗。所以这碗是要拿去哪？自顾自的就吃掉了。
The pig was joyous. What is this morsel? My insides feel as refreshed as my outside. I did not dream such food was possible.
我也没想到有你这种猪啊。
We will plant a garden of treats. We will grow and eat like piggy kings. Compliments to the chef.
它现在在发光所以那一碗的功用就是让它发光而已。
The ghost said, "You have done all you can, little one. Your journey lies ahead. You have done well to get this far, little one. I will clear the path ahead for you." You have seen another watching over you. They know the secrets of this place. Seek them out.
好啦，看来他的旅途还没有结束。今天把沼泽营地这边的余烬都找回来了，失去希望的人还真多啊。然后那个什么森林之王的鸟也怪怪的。那今天就先进行到这里。